Hello. I thought I was ready, and I'm not. um, Today is August 20th. I'm coming on to do a couple of things. One, hold myself accountable, right? That's important for us to do, especially if we're trying to better ourselves or to create something that we can be proud of. And what makes me proud is holding myself to my own word, regardless if I have something to talk about or anything of that nature. I want to come on here and use my voice. I want to come on here and offer insight best I can. So today, you probably noticed by the thumbnail, you noticed by the title, we're going to be talking about the number 9. Number 9 is special to me because I personally am a life path number 9. If you don't know what that is, you can check out my my posts on numerology. You can join my Facebook group. It's up in my bio. Lots of information out there for things that I'm going to be discussing. So, number 9. First off, let's talk about numerology. Numerology is the science of numbers and the sequence of numbers that the universe is governed by. Every single thing in the universe equates or is broken down into a single digit number, 0 through 9. With that being said, 2025, let's add it together. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? 0 doesn't have a value. Then you add 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. The theme of this year is endings. 9 is the completion of a cycle. It is the ending of a previous 9-year cycle. So if you look back, go back 9 years, almost a decade. Are you still doing the same things that you did 9 years ago? Are you doing the things that you did last year, right? So 9 gives us an opportunity to release. And that's the beautiful thing about the universe, numerology, astrology, all of the ologies, right? Is that it gives us an opportunity to look at the theme of the number. And hey, what's up, Minecraft? Julian, what's up? Lily, yo. Glad y'all are here. We're talking about numerology today. So I have some notes. Don't mind me. I'm going to be looking over here. I want to stay on for 10 or 15 minutes or so. And let's just chat, about cool stuff. So get back on topic here. 9 is the completion number. It's a symbol of endings and closure. It's also a karmic number, right? So it can bring up old patterns, really old patterns, really. If you don't know anything about astrology, we are in a time right now where it is allowing us to go way back in time. We're talking like 20 years in the past, 30 years in the past, and it gives us an opportunity to reevaluate those patterns. And what's up, Samba? SSM22, yo. Now, with that being said, when we look at the collective of things that are going on at the moment, and you reflect on your life, maybe this year has been a theme of letting go. Specifically, over the past 4 months, there is a tremendous amount of relationship things going on. Now, like I've said in previous topics, relationships are a direct mirror of our internal world. So if you have judgments or if you have things going on in your personal life that are causing you distress, maybe look inside yourself and see if that's how you treat you, right? 9 gives us an opportunity to look at why things are ending. So old dynamics will come up in relationships. Endings may feel forced, like the universe is just saying, let go, right? And the thing with the universe is that it's going to ask us, how much pain is it going to take to let go of the things that are causing us distress? Um, also in that, anytime that we lose something, right, we're not actually losing it. We may have outgrown it, right? We can look at it in one of two ways. We can look at it as, I'm the victim, this is happening to me, oh my gosh, it's so hard. Or we can look at it as, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to grow. Thank you for the opportunity to evolve as a human, right? Because we're here to evolve as humans. We are here to grow, not only as a vessel and money and all of that stuff. That's all, none of that matters at the end of the day. I'm gonna mutilate your name, but Azai, what's up, bro? None of that external stuff matters, because if the quality of our soul is tainted, what are we here for, right? We're here to become better humans, to grow, and growth comes with challenge. Nothing in life that allows us to ascend is easy. I mean, look at work, look at childhood, look at your job, look at the way you talk to yourself. All of that is a direct reflection of yourself. And with, am I a pigeon? No, I'm not a pigeon. I'm a human. Actually, I don't feel like a human sometimes. Anyways. So this year, like I said, over the past 6 months, what are we in August? So yeah, around February, we've started having a tremendous amount of retrograde planets come into action that allow us to move into the past. With 2025 being a numerology 9, we go into the past in order to reevaluate and reassess, because 2026, which is coming up here in 4 months, is going to give us a new beginning, right? A number 1 in numerology, the new start, the beginning of something, the creation of something. And in order to create, we have to let go. So the universe, whatever you call that higher being, if you're holding on to something and you're white knuckling it, how are you able to receive anything? If you are holding on to something, even though it might be toxic, right? You could be holding on to glass as a metaphor, and it's causing damage to you. Why are you holding on to it? If you know there is something causing you pain, why are you holding on to it, right? I'll use this as an example, right? For me personally, I've realized that there's been a block for receiving, right? An unworthiness, or I don't deserve, or love always leaves, right? Or I have to work really hard for love. Those are all receiving blocks. And I'll tell you, yesterday, actually about at the beginning of the week, I decided I want to receive, and I'm going to work on that block. And guess what happens immediately? I burned my finger, right? Pretty nasty little 2nd-degree burn. Grabbed a hot pan. But when you break it down esoterically, this is my left side, right? My right side. The right side is the masculine. Hey, what's up, Flying? The right side is the masculine of our body. So it is the doer, the creator. The left side is the feminine, the receiver, the nurturer. It's almost immediately shown to me that the left side of my body, the feminine side, had to go through a little bit of pain in order to let go of those blocks of receiving. So maybe you can relate with that. Maybe there's things that continue to happen on one or both sides of your body, or in certain areas of your life, that are causing you continuous pain. There's a reason for that, right? There's an energetic attachment to that pain, to that story that leads to the pain. Everything outside of us is actually inside of us. So for 2025, like I said, I don't want to make these very long, 10 minutes. I'm going to jump on here every day. We're just going to have a chat, show up. Love to have you here. Love your energy. If this resonates, let me know. You know, let's talk about stuff. But let's broaden this, right? Your personal life, things are ending. Relationships, jobs, belief structures, whatever that looks like. However, the collective vibe of this year is release. So if we look at societal systems, if we look at relationships within society or structures, we can tell that those things are starting to fall apart because They can't come into this new cycle, right? As we move in from a 9 to a 1, things have to leave. And if those structures don't align with the new energy that's being brought in, they're going to go away, right? No different than people leaving your life. So this is a great year. If you haven't already, start practicing compassion with yourself and others. Have that generosity mindset, that gratitude mindset of this is something to be grateful for, right? We're never losing anything. We're just evolving. By letting go, we're opening new doors that give us an opportunity to grow into something new. So personal guidance is surrender. Let go. Just, I let go. I release. No more control, because control is the ego, right? The mind. This thing in here in our chest, it's a beautiful machine. When we're in a state of love and joy and compassion, this thing creates what we call a toroidal field, and it can be measured up to 27 feet away, 30 feet, let's call it. In that 30 feet, people are affected by it. We'll use an example here. You go over to a friend's house and you walk in the front door. And when you walk in the front door, you feel like tension, right? There's a tension in the air. Though everybody's playing it cool, and there's no like evidence to say people were fighting, but you feel it, right? The energy is present. You may or may not resonate with that. And if you do resonate with that, just know that's your gift. That is your gift. It's not a curse. It's a gift to feel those unseen emotions and those unseen energies. Though sometimes it can be a double-edged sword, right? So with that being said, as I mentioned, surrendering this year is really important, because if you hold on to the patterns of this year that the universe is beckoning you, asking you, giving you an opportunity to release, if you bring those into the new cycle, guess what? It could be 9 more years of living the same destructive, the same life. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live the same 9 years over and over and over. I want to evolve. I want to grow. So I invite you to surrender into the unknown. Let the mind freak out, but know that you are guided. And just reflect, what has happened over the past 8 years? How much have you grown? Because I guarantee you, you're not the same person you once were. You weren't the same person that you were 6 months ago, let alone 8 years ago, right? A lot can happen in almost a decade. And just focus on forgiveness. If somebody's done you harm, know it probably wasn't intentional. They could have been operating from a wounded place. They could have been operating from an unresolved pattern, an unconscious pattern at that. So just forgiveness, right? It's not for them, it's for you. Because if you continue to hold on to that anger, that resentment, that frustration, that they treated me this way, what are you getting from that? Truly, what are you getting from that besides more pain? Because look around, are they present? Probably not. But guess what? They're present up here. And then when you make them present in your mind, guess what? Your body reacts to that anger, to that resentment, to that frustration. So forgive and let go. Because love and the forgiveness of another human is saying, I forgive myself enough to forgive them. Because at the end of the day, if they harmed you, you allowed them to. Take it or leave it. It may not be a truth you want to hear, but we allow everything to happen to us. And if we choose to suffer because of something that happened, that's also on us. Because suffering is in the mind when we ruminate, when we go over and over and over the same things. There's a paradoxical effect that happens with that. Right? Yeah, things happen to us. That's the human condition. We're born, all kinds of stuff happen to us, and then we leave this meat suit. But we don't have to suffer through the things that we went through. We can see the lesson that was there for us and choose to move on through acceptance and gratitude. So that's what I invite you to do for the remainder of this year. If it's been a tough year, good. That means the number 9 is doing its work for you. Not to you, for you. All of this is for you, even if it hurts. And finally, moving into year 2026, it's a 1. What do you want to bring into this new year? And the reason I bring this up is tomorrow there's going to be a new moon video coming out. It's about 20 minutes. Oops, excuse me, my rock. There'll be a new video coming out tomorrow for the new moon, but we're moving into eclipse season. And eclipse season is portals, right? Energetic portals, darkness. We are literally losing light during an eclipse. And when that light disappears, it's an opportunity for us to really hone in on what the moon is offering us in that moment. And right now, on the 23rd, we're moving into a new moon in Virgo. So if you don't know what Virgo is, again, check out my Facebook, check out my other content, and just educate yourself on it. Because if Virgo is, there's a high chance that if you're coming into my stream, you probably have some dominant Virgo traits. I myself am a Virgo moon, so that is something that I have had to work through, right? The perfectionistic and the overthinking and the overanalyzing of things. And maybe you can relate with that. And this Virgo new moons are an opportunity to manifest. So what do you want for the month of September? What do you want for the remainder of this year? Call it in. Seriously, call it in, because you are that powerful. You have that much creative energy within your heart, within your soul. You are a creator. Look around. Look at everything that's in your life. You created it. Every bit of it. Good or bad. And that's the paradox, is that we create everything, good or bad. And the paradox in that is there is no good or bad. It just is. So I invite you to bring in, to call in what you want, to call in and to let go of the things that no longer serve you, and begin to truly focus on the things that are there for you, that are good for you, that will lift your spirit and not drain you. And if there's people, places, jobs, a living situation, a thought process, beliefs, patterns, habits, and you know every time you do them and you get done and you feel guilty, let it go. If you're around someone and they drain you when you get done, let them go. They are not for you. If there is a pattern that you continue to do, and I'm just going to say it because this is what I've struggled with, is if you use food to cope with emotions, or if you use some sort of electronic device and you just escape, that's not doing you any good. I invite you to truly, truly focus on this for the remainder of the year. Come back to yourself. Come back to yourself. And let go of the things that no longer serve you. Let go of the pain. Let go of the suffering. Let go of the resentment. Let go of the things that are not love. Easier said than done, I know. But you can do it. You just keep focusing on it. Master this thing, right? You're the captain. You're the captain. This thing doesn't run the show. It likes to think it does, but you do. You are the captain of this vessel, of this machine that you were blessed with. So we're sitting at around 19 minutes. Like I said, I don't want to talk for too long. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got something from it. If you did, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment. Tell me what's up. Tell me what you want to hear about next. I got a bunch of stuff planned. I'll be on here every day. So if this is something that you enjoy, I'm here. Anyways, I love you. Peace.